Welcome everyone to your data communication course. Today's class we will discuss about the overview of data communication. So let's get to the topics. At first, I would like to mention what is telecommunication, about the backgrounds, why data communication is needed. Telecommunication, what do we understand by it? We always understand about television. We have written essays about it. Tele means distance and vision means to see. And here the term telecommunication means a communication that we can do at a distance. What does this telecommunication means is that what we are doing, that is participating in online classes, is a type of telecommunication. We are giving lectures from a distance and you are going through that lectures from your home very comfortably, I might add, and very easily, but you're very far away from us. Now, let's start with the formal definition. Data communication. In order to use the telecommunication system, what we need is to communicate our data. Therefore, that's why we need to do this course. We need to understand how we exchange the data and how actually the basics of data communication occurs. Please write down this definition in your copies and let me know if you have any problem. The formal definition, I will read it to you now. Data communications are the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission medium, such as a wire cable. I need to be more specific. What is data communication? This formal definition is of utmost importance to this course. Our course is named after this very definition. So we need it for our quiz, for our assignments, for our mid and final. Please memorize this, and if you have any problem memorizing it or otherwise or understanding this definition, please share with me. Now let's go forward. For data communications to occur, the communicating devices must be a part of a communication system made up of a combination of hardware, physical equipment, and software. From our practical experience, what we are doing is that the materials that we are using to communicate are physical equipment, that is the hardware. I'm giving you your lecture from my laptop, the physical equipment, and we are using Google Meet, which is a software program. Now let's delve deeper into our course. The effectiveness of data communication systems, it is dependent on four fundamental characteristics: delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter. The points are self explanatory, but for your convenience, let me deliver some examples. The delivery part, on which effectiveness of data communication system depends. What do you understand by it? The system must deliver data to the correct destination. Data must be received by the intended device or user and only by that device or user. What do we understand by it? We understand from this very description that what I want to deliver in this course is the knowledge to you. Now, if I am delivering this lecture to other sections, not to you, not to you, it's not effective data communication. And that's what you should remember. Why delivery is effectiveness of a data communication system. Accuracy. The system must deliver the data accurately. Data that have been altered in transmission and left uncorrected are unusable. This is actually a funny one because what we encounter in our daily life is the very inaccurate source of data. What we encounter our everyday are the source of misinformation because the data that we intend to disperse or transmit is not the data we get. We are familiar with various kinds of rumors. It's a type of accuracy failure. Now, for a more practical example, we might see if in your course of data communication, I teach you something other than this. That is, let me say, for example, if I teach you Bangla in data communication, it's not accurate, right? So this is the problem with accuracy, that data needs to be accurate. It should not be altered in any form or be corrupted. Please remember this example. It might help you to remember the terms: accuracy, timeliness. Now is the time of your class. Now, if you want to neglect your class, and let's say you went to play some mobile games, PUBG, it would not be a good choice for you. There is a time and place for everything. So the formal description here is the system must deliver data in a timely manner. Data delivered late are useless. Remember this line, please. data delivered later useless. In the case of video audio, timely delivery means delivering data as they are produced in the same order that they are produced and without significant delay. This kind of delivery is called real-time transmission. Now the question rises, why do we need timeliness in data communication? We need timeliness in data communication because in order to get the full communication system running, we need it. For example, if I say the sentence in this manner, system the must data deliver timely in manner A, you would not it would not make any sense. The message should be clear. Therefore, the fragments that I used to give this example should be in a timely manner. The message should reach in a timely fashion. That's why timeliness is very, very necessary. Now, the last topic of effectiveness, jitter. Jitter refers to the variation in the packet arrival times. It is the uneven delay in the delivery of audio or video packets. For example, let us assume that video packets are sent every 30 milliseconds. If some of the packets arrive with 30 milliseconds delay and others with 40 milliseconds delay, an uneven equality in the video is the result. Now, if we go and search jitter in Google, and let's say we get to see a video in YouTube. Sorry, we are not casting away our videos. So what is jitter? The video is jitterless. That's what we can say in here. It was not a clear one. The effectiveness is that it was not delivered correctly. It gives you the view, the knowledge, but not quite self-explanatory. If I intend to move this mouse over and over again, and due to some internet problems, you are see my mouse in here, you see my pointer in here and pointer in there and something in here. You only see these red dots where my pointer is going, but not the total path. Due to some internet problems and delays, that is what we refer to as jitter. Now, to review this topic, the effectiveness of data communication system is a very important topic for your upcoming quiz. If you have any problem, feel free to discuss it with me. Now let's go further to the data communication system components. Data, data communication system has 5 components. This, this figure, when you answer this question, this figure is a must. Now the data communication system has 5 components. Number 1 is message. The message is the information data to be communicated. Now in this lecture, I am communicating the message, that is the lecture, to you. Popular forms of information includes text, numbers, pictures, audio and video, etc. That is what I am giving to you. Now the second one, the second component is sender. The message needs to have a sender. If we do not have a sender, we cannot communicate. We do not communicate with ourselves, we communicate with other people or persons. So that is that. Now the receiver. The receiver is the device that receives the message. That is, I am the sender and you are the receiver. That's not actually accurate, and the data needs to be accurate, right? Now, what am I using is a computer which sends my message to your receiver, which which can be a telephone handset, which can be a computer, and so on. So this sender and receiver are very important. Transmission medium. The transmission medium is the physical medium that actually carries our message. What we are doing in this class, and that is online platform, is transmitting our messages via the internet, and that is our transmission medium. We use broadband internet or mobile internet, but the medium is the internet, right? We can use cable, which is a sort of physical medium. Twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable is very common nowadays. These are the few examples. Protocol. Protocol is a set of rules that govern data communications. Protocol is the mode of transmission rules. Protocol is the set of rules that govern data communications. It represents an agreement between communicating devices. Now, this is actually a good example why protocol is needed. A French speaking person can only talk to a person who knows French, but he cannot communicate with a person speaking only Japanese. That's why before sending or before any data communication or telecommunication occurs, we need to have a set of rules that govern the data communications. Hence, this protocol is the most important component of data communication. This data representation is self-explanatory. Please have a look. If you have any problems, share it with me. Data flow. I think you are already familiar with it. The types of data flow is that it can be simplex, half duplex, or full duplex. What do we mean by these terms? If the direction of data or data flow is only one way or unidirectional, that mode of data flow is called simplex mode of data communication. If you have a question in the quiz or mid, you have to answer it with this figure. Next we go to half duplex mode. Here what we are doing is that the data can pass in both ways, from sender to from station 1 to station 2. This is my station 1 and this is my station 2. What we can do is, what happens here is that if a data is passed from station 1 to station 2, then the data cannot flow from station 2 to station 1. And if data passes from direction from station 1 to station 1, data cannot pass from station 1 to station 2. The best example are the walkie talkies and CB radios that we see on the handheld devices used by police sergeants or traffic police. Now let's go to our last topic for today, full duplex mode. Here, station 1 and station 2 can communicate simultaneously, can transmit and receive simultaneously. In the Google Meet, when I am talking, you can talk too. So, therefore, our mode of communication is full duplex. Read through this description, and if you have any question, share it with me. For your next class, we will start from this slide, the network, and then we will discuss its performance, reliability, security, the physical structure, etc. And the most important topic that we will discuss in our next class is physical topology. I will give you some self-assessment quizzes in the next class, so be prepared. It will be based on today's lecture and the upcoming topics. So please take a look at these materials. Thank you for joining my class. If you have any questions, you should ask me without any hesitation, and I will try to solve them. Thank you all.